Hey there, fellow headhunters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6. Episode 15, The Hunt for a Crafter. A distress signal. Okay, so a neighbor of ours is probably gonna eat my pit flesh monsters. I don't really have the roster to deal with that, nor do I have caravan animals or anything like that, so they're on their own. At least for now. Okay, I probably have enough granite. I just realized I have 1,300. So I'll hold off on making more granite chunks. And to that end, stop hauling the chunks as well. Well, the Operation Prison not coming so far. ISO, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have ISO be our farmer, and I'm going to have Lisk be our miner, so that we can actually make progress on this prison. Because you guys voted for a prison, and I have absolutely not delivered. So, we'll work on delivery. It is about time. Wimlop. Prepare a while. Okay, if they're a prepare a while, let's go poke the defoliator. So everybody going to be sheltering. I am going to close the door here. I actually don't need to destroy the ship. The enemies will treat the mechs as a valid target. So as long as everyone's inside the base, Wimlop is going to attack them. So, fight is basically over. I just have to wait for them to commit to an attack. It's just that easy. One of the advantages of keeping mechs around. So see, these guys are issued an attack order. The valid targets are over here. Now that they're committed to that fight, what I can do is I can open up my base so that if the pigskins win, which they likely will, they'll get cooked. So Isokinetic is over here, ready with the Molotovs. Time to have a pigskin cookout. 4th of July barbecue style. And just in case some make it through. Oh, Lisk, not you, because you're holding a baby. They're baking. I like how they're trying to attack the door. Yeah, now they're doing the maze. Now, I don't have barricades or... Oh, they have fire foam. That's not going to help you that much, because I did make a lot of... The other thing, painful thing here, is I can keep them running through the maze by doing this. So I open up an alternative valid path and close the one they were using, and now they're going to stop, turn back around, and go through the fire maze again. Y'all idiots get burnt. Let's do it again. Because I'm cruel. Actually, he's getting in. Wow, good shooting, guys. 10-10. I would trust you. Oh, well, actually, no, I take that back. And they're fleeing. That is the beauty of the fire trap. It makes organics die, honestly, maybe a little bit too easy. Also, what's crazy about this is none of my floor is like has burned up. So if we want to reset this trap, the best way to do this is... Oh! Right, I don't have he left. So I guess the dog's the only one that's going to move corpses. Sorry, dog. So you're unrestricted, and everyone else is going to be on corpse pile. But what I was going to do is I can wait for them to like die or whatever, and then I can break a wall, releasing all the heat, and then we can put out the fire. So I'm just looking at them to see if any of them are like decent recruits, and they're really not. All the ones that are currently here suck. Okay, and if we want to keep the maze from being burnt, now we can go and fight the fires. We do have to end up seeing the corpses, but like, small price to pay for not having to reset the entire trap maze. Malork's up. Not more. He has a low shield pack. Dibs! Oops. And then, to reset, we only lost 9 floor tiles. No problem at all. Ta-da! Defoliator's done, the pigs are done. Are these raiders in a faction that can be friends? They can, if we captured and released enough of them. Hey, Blue Days, thank you for the resub. Man, I really need components. So we're working on mining out the area for the prison. And then once we do that, I'll mine some components, because we're basically out of components, which is a bit of an issue. Cheers. I'm really hoping we end up getting, like, someone that is capable of smithing. Fingers crossed. Shields are done. You guys wanted batteries after that? And the pole's back up. Yeah, the bot really isn't announcing the polls, but at least you can see it on the screen. If your resolution allows that, I guess. Oh yeah, you already got double strand. I should take that out. Let me nuke that. There you go. That was a terrible 10. 19%? Who did that tending? My lord. Were you even trying? Boom rat self-tamed. Just released a wild. I don't need to be slaughtering a boom rat at point blank and then ended up getting burned. Stickiest, I'm sorry, as a 5-year-old, you have to see all these dead pig skin. At this rate, we're seeing the corpses so frequently, there's no reason for me not to just haul them with everyone else, because the dog... Really, Keep? You ate... Okay, whatever. That's your fault, not mine. The dog's been hauling other things, so the corpse hauling is just, like, really low on the rung. Do shield belts make kids a valid target? No. So the way it's supposed to work is that anyone under 13 that doesn't have a weapon is a low priority target for violence, and shield belts aren't weapons. I got a lot of bacon. I did, but it's not the type that is enjoyable to eat, unfortunately. Canonically, pigskin are engineered as, like, organ donors. Kind of like, what was that movie? The Island, I think it was. Does that sound right? And, you guys want solar. Copy that. Let me see. The Island movie? No, it wasn't The Island. Was it The Island? No. What was that movie called? No, it was The Island, I think. Yes, The Island. It was a movie about clones being kept on an island for organ donation. And then the people on the island realize that they're basically bioengineered as, like, spare organs for celebrities and other wealthy people. Did I remove Home Zone from the fire maze? I have not, but I should. And Sapien, thank you for the cheer. Thank you, thank you. Alright, our veg count is dropping. But we do have corn sown, so, like, I think I just need to be patient. I think what I'll do in lieu is put rice back here. And battery tech is now done. You guys wanted solar tech. So now with battery tech, the only issue that I have is I have 3 components. So as much as I would really like to start building batteries, it's not really that I don't have the power supply for it. There is some compacted machinery. So there's only 2 compacted machinery in the entire map tile. Yeah, I gotta be careful about the components that I use until I have someone that has sufficient smithing skill. And because I'm not close to having smithing 8, like even if Stutastig stopped research and only did smithing, it would take a very long time to get smithing 8. So I think in this case, I just need to wait for, like, someone to join that is better suited for it. So here's our prison. And moving some beds around. Technically, this can be Stickiest's bed until we get a bed. We have an Impid camp that we could clear for honor. I'll just accept. I'm not obligated to go do it, though. It's not one of those types of quests. So if we want to do it, we'll do it. The Worshipful Village can give components? Yeah, I mean, we could also go like, you know, the Ancient Complex or something. There's places to get components, surely. It's just, my priorities don't require it at the moment, so I'm not going to bother. Now that we're brewing beer, I'm going to do scheduled drugs. Move below... Let's do 60... Actually, let's 70. Let's try to have really happy people. Or really drugged people. Bit of column A, bit of column B. And if this is Stickiest's bedroom, we'll just uninstall the other bed. And there we go. We have a prison. So I could build the defenses, I could build anomaly holding cells, I could build extra bedrooms, I could interact with the monolith, improve gear, or other. What do you guys want me to do as a priority? It's up to you. So there's a few more compacted machinery up there. Is there any ship chunks? No. Okay. So we're really, unless I find like compacted machinery inside the mountain, we're really out. Which is fine. I could always wait for trade opportunities with neighbors or something. It's not a big deal. I'm not fretting over it. Pretty decent bedroom, though. Stickiest got lucky. For now. Will I run? Nope. Corn is almost ripe. I don't think I'm going to run out. So we got solar. I'm gonna continue getting biofuel, but I think from here I am gonna choose advanced components. I'm just gonna like overrule you guys because we're not gonna be able to get bionics unless we have advanced components. So advanced components is on a high need. Ooh, a heavy SMG? I didn't realize I had that. Rayvac, grab it. Lisk, grab the other weapon. Nice. So, improved gear, if you're wondering, will mean dedicating someone for crafting experience, which is like honestly easier said than done. At this point, I'm having the people avoid the corpse pile. I think Isokinetic probably had a mental break due to the corpse pile. No, surprisingly not. I stand corrected. It is getting colder. People are sleeping in the cold and kind of complaining about it. I don't really have the power or the components to like... Oops, shoot, I did not mean to delete that zone. To actually accommodate their like temperature needs. 0 components. Big deal. Space field. No, spare. Field 1. Yeah, he's just upset. And you guys want me to improve gear. Okay. So. I might... go to the steel mining worksite for people to potentially capture as crafters. I know that sounds crazy, but we're really not going to be able to improve our gear without someone that has like a passion in crafting or at least some base skill in crafting, and I currently have neither. Yeah, crafter hunting, exactly. And I don't know where my crafters are going to come from, but what I'll do is I'll try to tame this donkey to help me out for hauling from other sites. Come on, Steel Boot. Move corpses, please. Hey! Tequila Jane, thank you for the resub. Did we end up mining out the... Okay, so all of the components for the component site has been mined, and it's 13 total components. Got it. So if we're heading out to the steel site, the steel site is controlled by Pulpkey, which is who? It is a temporary faction, I guess. That so I don't know what their tech level is. I think I'll have just 2 people go out there, Rayvac and Sujashtig. It's risky, but like, I'm not going to be able to make progress unless I take some risks. So I'm going to make 2 bedrolls. We do have 20 meals. And we do have a low shield. Rayvac has a low shield. So we have some basic setup to Caravan there. So form a Caravan to the steel site. I'm not going to... I could bring Elizabeth as a Caravan animal. I'm not going to wait for the donkey. So Rayvac and Sujashtig with Elizabeth. We're going to be bringing Go Juice and Wake Up, Ambrosia and Tea, some hay, the packaged meals, bedrolls, and herbal meds. I'll bring more herbal meds. Send. And then, as far as food goes, it was Rayvac and Sujashtig that are going to have their food preferences changed so that they can eat whatever they want. Oh, I just realized I don't really have a Caravan packing spot. So, let's hitch here in the future. Next to food and stockpile. Alright, Godspeed, you two. I could call aid if it gets hairy. It will cost me honor, but I have enough honor to do that too. So worst case scenario, we can like call back up. I don't even make enough power to keep the smelter on. Alright, I will build 1 battery then. So they are half a day away, and it's about to be sun up. They're going to move. So they're going to get there by like 2 p.m. So it'll be a daylight fight. That cougar sitting right there is yeah, you're not wrong. It's a bit of a risk. Let's deal with that. Isokinetics having a fun time just throwing grenades at the cougar. Frag grenades are really good hunting tools sometimes because the opening volley, like you're not going to aggro the animal until 1 hits, and when 1 hits, it's devastating and allows you to get some distance. It won't work on something tough like a rhino, elephant, or thrumbo because you're not going to do enough damage with the Molotovs or the grenades rather. But hey, there we go. One cougar down. There's also a warg up here. Maybe we'll do that while the warg sleeps. You know, there's a farming worksite. Let's go to the farming worksite instead. This is the Theatis rune ship or whatever. So they are impids. So we know at least who they are. And then there's another worksite of Winlop. And we could try that too. Basically, we're looking for smiths by finding crafters. So, there's 3 people. Not a crafter. A crafter! Fast learner with a passion? Perfect. And you're a slowpoke, but you're impid, so it doesn't really matter. So we want Senath here. If possible. Okay, we hit you in the torso. One more shot. Hit you in the shoulder, and no longer shooting at Senath. So, you no longer fire at will, nor do I. Please don't miss and hit the other guy. In fact, don't shoot either of them. Wait for their blood loss rating to go up real high, and then they'll faint. Right? We don't need to actually kill them. Well, we don't want to kill them. We'll just keep running around. I also don't want them to get close to me, because if they get close to me, they spew fire, and they'll burn their wooden village down. Imagine being that ballsy as an impid, building a village out of wood. It's like, what are you thinking? Seriously? So the bleed out timer for this one is faster than this one. So he'll collapse, he'll flee, and then he'll probably collapse before he escapes. And I'm just like messing with them, running in circles because they're too wounded to chase me. Oh, you got horses here too. But yeah, fast learner with a passion for crafting will work real well. Any other workplaces to fill? Not really, no. It was mostly just crafting. If we take a look, animal handling is really poor, but we're not going to find that on impids because impids suck at that. So it's really just crafting, smithing, tailoring, crafting. Consciousness 71, consciousness 46. Got it. Plus he had asthma. That's not helping his consciousness either. His breathing was poor. His blood filtration's down because we hit him in the... Yep, there he goes. Alright, so that one's unconscious. Wow, he's a pretty good one too. Bloodlust and tough. Oh, you know, I for a moment I worried that we I didn't check for unwaveringly loyal. So tortured artist who's bloodlust and tough. The problem is you have asthma, but like I can solve that. Maybe it's worth capturing this one too, because he would be really good hunter. He's fast, tough, and has shooting passion. So Ravak, you go stop Senath. Actually, the other way around. Stutashtig. Yeah, here we go. Let's turn this into a makeshift prison. And I need to punch you. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Don't stab me. I'm just trying to slow him down. Flush tentacles are like pretty dangerous melee weapons. Melee DPS for flesh tentacles should be higher. Okay, and here's our makeshift prison. Perfect. I already had beds and everything. So, capture. Don't let him out. Alright, I have to shoot. But hopefully I won't kill. Ah! Okay, well, the hunt continues. But at least we'll have one prisoner, and we'll drop that prisoner off. Which means, Stickiest, you are not going to be sleeping there anymore. You are going to be sleeping here. This is for prisoners. And let's go ahead and check out... This was a hunting site, so let's check out what we got. More bedrolls of wolfskin. Sure, I'll take the wolfskin. Bedroll of alpaca wool. Ooh, wool, nice. And then there should be food. Bunch of potatoes. So we'll bring as many potatoes as we are able to carry home. Reform Caravan, headed back with the prisoner, pemmican and potatoes, and we can hold them all. Wolfskin and alpaca. And then, that's it. And then they'll head back out and look for more potential crafters. What happened there? Boomloop die? So the next site is Wimlop. It's a bunch of pigskin. They are not tribal, so they're going to be a little bit trickier, but I'm fine with that. And hopefully one of them is a crafter. But I feel pretty good about getting the input that we got, because he's got really good stats as a fighter, despite the fact that he's a tortured artist. Did moving the crane fix the bedroom? It did. You would see the warnings up here if it didn't. I don't love having to use even more components, but I'm going to. Darvasian. Okay. My bad. And then we'll also supplement our power grid with a little bit of solar. Building the solar on the stone here so it doesn't get rid of any of the plants. A flamebow, a nerve spiker. Ooh, so nerve spikers are really good for capturing. Nerve spikers hit you with a paralytic toxin. It's low damage. It stuns non-mechanoid targets. So when we go out for more prisoners, I will use the nerve spiker on Rayvac. I got really lucky with that gift. Like, extraordinarily lucky with that gift. No complaints from me. And then Lisk is getting the prisoner. So, Mr. Prisoner, you are going to be recruited. I'm just going to make... Oh, what the heck? That's not where potatoes go. Storage is important here. Storage is preferred there. Why aren't you putting potatoes where they belong? Steel boot. That's really strange. Shaman merchants sometimes have gold, which would be good for advanced component crafting. Be a rather expensive thing to buy. But, not necessarily a bad idea. Alright. Oh, they even have Naturiamine. Weird. We could part with tea or herbal meds if we wanted. Yeah, they have gold. I'm gonna buy all their gold and all their plasteel, so that if and when I do get advanced components, we can actually start making bionics. Because I know I have a lot of people that have a lot of health conditions that would be cured by bionics. I'm also gonna sell, to cover some of the cost, I'll sell some of the extra drugs we have. Don't love parting with a bunch of our drugs, but we gotta pay for it somehow, right? Yeah, we have a few missing legs and leg scars and the like. That indeed we do. Cheers. Alright, unfortunately my only warden is leaving, so I'm gonna have Keep or Lisk temporarily be the warden. And then the capture team is headed back out. So the capture team is going over to the pigskin farm. Elizabeth, Ravak, Suchashtig, with hay, herbal meds. Oh, you know what? They haven't unloaded the pack meals. So I'm going to wait until the pack meals get unloaded. So, hey, everybody hauls. And for this prisoner, I think what I'm going to do is administer beer, administer ambrosia, and administer tea to help with the initial pain that they're in, so that the recruit goes a little faster. Oh, we have breachers. Breachers, not great. So the impids are attacking us. Hey, Migas. Yeah, live stream from me, I know, right? I do have the Shaman Merchant, actually, that might come in handy, because they're, like, standing in the direction. Are they hostile? Rosai people? With the... Yeah, they're hostile with one another. I would check potential recruits, but the thing is, in a big battle situation like this, it's really hard to, like, single out targets that I want to capture. Like, more than likely, they're just gonna die, so I generally don't bother. Look at these idiot breachers breaching the mountain. Love it. This fight is not maybe going to be as hard as I thought it would. And the Rosais should be helping in just a moment. I am going to sort of force them to help by hiding amongst them. Alright, you are not a crafter. Yeah, you could probably see why I haven't, like, looked at their stats, because, like, trying to keep a specific one alive would be a big ask. You are a crafter and you're sanguine. but you're dead. You are not a crafter, and you are not a crafter. So the one that could have been helpful died in one shot, I think. Yep, liver got destroyed, just died. I could take this one, but they're sickly. And being sickly as an impid, how did they even make it to adulthood? I have no idea. Sickly is you get sick more often, and impids have terrible health recovery rates. So it's like a perfect storm of horribleness. Recluse, no. I'm good. That's all I wanted from them. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow RimWorld players.